Hi, I am Ali, and today we are going to learn how Snapchat is using AI at work. Snap has 10x fewer engineers than Meta, but AI is changing that math completely. Yesterday, I watched the interview of Snap CEO with David Senra, and it was really interesting discussion, especially on AI. There are some great insights on how Snap is using AI at work and how they think, and especially how their CEO thinks about the impact of AI at work. First of all, you need to understand the position of Snap. They are a small team comparatively, but they are competing with the largest social media companies like Meta and TikTok. And these competitors of Snap, they have at least 10 times more people. So their CEO believes, the Snap CEO believes in speed, a rapid idea generation, and rapid execution. He believes that every feature is easy to copy. Listen to this, what he said. I think what's so funny, like you look at the last 15 years, we learned very, very early on that there's no moat in software, which was an incredible, powerful lesson. All of our ideas, the things that we invent, people just try to copy right away, and it's easy to do that with software. But what's fascinating about the world today is that it has never been easier. I mean, almost instantly you can copy nearly any piece of software. So we learned that lesson very early on. So first, he believes that any software or any feature can be copied easily. So the important thing now is what to build. And he regularly spends his time with his design and product team. He says, every week I'm sitting with our design team for several hours and we are just looking at new work. I mean, new work every week, hundreds of ideas, hundreds of concepts, iterations, etc. And really going kind of together as a group, walking through like a critique process. He, as a CEO of $8 billion company, is sitting with his designers and product people discussing designs and features and deciding what to do next. And that is one of the main things he wants to focus on. And he believes in two things that are related to AI, and that is very important for all entrepreneurs and especially the startup founders. Number one, he believes that there's a lot of operational part of the work that will be replaced by AI, and he will be happy if it happens. And if this happens, what he wants to do, so he wants to spend more time on creativity and idea generation and building connections with his customers and partners. It shows that the job of a CEO or a leader is going to be less operational and more towards the creative and connection side. And number two, you need to read what exactly he said. The change in how software is written since the beginning of this year is profound. Our core business is writing software, and now these models are good enough to write, more and more complex pieces of softwares on their own. Like the job of a software engineer at Snap is like profoundly and forever changed. And I think the more that they can embrace that and make that easier and teach people how to do that really effectively, like it's just transformational for our core business. Because as I mentioned, like we have been against companies who don't have new ideas but have infinite resources, right? And they have got a lot of new ideas but very limited resources, and that's been a real challenge. And so it's been hard to see a path forward for Snap up against these giants without AI tools. And now with the AI tools, you're like, wow, we basically have an infinite number of engineering resources. Like that's a pretty profound change for Snap, and the rate at which that has happened has surprised me. So that shows what we need: speed, and we need people who can show speed, who can execute faster than ever before. And he's not just saying that. I was researching on how Snap is planning to achieve the speed, and I saw one of their very recent job posts on LinkedIn. They are hiring an AI program manager, and in that job description, they are looking for someone who can work on all the latest AI tools and build the software quickly. What are they looking at? Listen to this. They are looking for someone who has experience with AI creative tools such as Figma AI, Canva, Luma AI, Google AI Studio, Firefly, and then also they can use the tools like Midjourney, Runway, Sora, Stable Diffusion, or similar generative models. They are not looking for a typical program manager or a product manager role. They are looking for someone who can show speed and who can quickly execute the ideas. And this is exactly what I've been saying. AI product managers are one of the most critical roles in 2026. And today you see that Snapchat showing an example for this. If you want to watch that video, it's here somewhere in the corner or in the description. Talk soon.